Hey there, Donny. I got a question for you. We're talking sodas. You're at the game. Are you thinking Coke or Pepsi?
Bro, I don't like either. But time out. It's not that I don't like either. I prefer like Sprite or Dr. Pepper or root beer.
What?
I know, I'm sorry. I do like vanilla Coke, vanilla Pepsi,
Oh, man.
cherry Pepsi, cherry Coke.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
somewhat redeeming.
Yeah. All right. All right. Welcome, everyone.
So glad to have you back.
Yeah.
We got Leo and Donny here.
Yeah. Leo and Donny. This is the first part of a 2-part episode.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. We put a lot of effort into this, and I feel like we know a lot about this, which is kind of random, right?
Oh, yeah, but also kind of fun.
Yeah. This is part 1, GLOBE-isode.
The GLOBE-isode.
Yeah. And we're going to break it up into 2 parts. First part is going to be primarily Europe. And the second part, we're going to touch on some other continents and, some other countries in North America that are not the United States. So, yeah.
Let's get started.
All right, Leo.
What's up, Donny?
Tell me about this jersey you're wearing.
Oh, man, I got a Kukoc, Tony Kukoc, man,
Ooh.
from my Bulls in the 90s.
Yeah.
He helped them win their second three-peat.
Yeah.
So, Tony Kukoc, the Croatian sensation. I have a black number 7 pinstripe 1995-1996 swingman. I love this jersey, man. It's not one that he wore, which would be super cool.
Who cares?
But it is it's a
Fuego.
replica. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm one of those weirdos that once I saw it on the internet, I was like, I have to get this.
I have to have it, my
Yeah.
precious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about Luka Dončić, right?
Luka.
You talk about this gentleman a lot. I know I need to pay more attention to him. I know I haven't seen his game as much as I've seen the Joker's, but yeah, I want to talk about him. I want to get your take.
He's the, in my opinion, number 1 most fascinating player to watch.
Yeah.
He can do it all offensively. And I know obviously Joker can too. But as far as when it comes to finesse,
Yeah.
scoring, it is Luka, and Luka is by himself.
Yeah. And and like the few clips I've seen, I would describe him as finesse.
Yeah.
In the few clips I've seen.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is it's every trip down the floor.
Yeah.
Give him the ball and let him go to work. And I hate that one-on-one ball, but if you need someone to get you an instant bucket, he's the guy I'm looking for, 100%.
Yeah, solid draft pick by the Dallas Mavericks.
Wow. And it was actually, I believe, the Hawks, and they swapped with Trae Young.
Oh.
So the whole talk is who won that trade. I think the Mavericks won it.
Mavericks.
However, not hating on Trae.
Yeah.
Trae's a solid player.
Yeah, this isn't a Darko Milicic situation.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And I mean, you throw him in with Kyrie Irving. Like, I feel like they both have handles for days,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
And, kind of going back, it makes me wonder, what does the NBA look like with a Luka Hawks and we have a Trae Mavs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's intriguing.
Yeah.
It's very intriguing. So we need to talk about Giannis.
Let's do.
The Greek Freak might be the most accurate nickname I've ever heard.
Yeah. Or just the Greek god.
That
That might have been
Yeah.
the only better name.
Yeah.
But Freak is so fitting because there's nothing he can't do.
Yeah. I mean, I question his 3-point shooting, but
I mean, it's not great, but he does it better than most 7-footers because he can take you coast to coast. He can take you on a pull-up.
And I mean, I'm a huge Giannis fan. I think this is very controversial, but I personally put Giannis as the 3rd best European player at the moment.
Wow.
I know.
Behind Nikola
And Luka.
and Luka.
Yeah.
Why would you put Luka over him?
It's really hard to answer you when you ask good questions.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm curious as to why.
I really like Luke. I think Luka can affect the game slightly more at his position, the point guard position. So I wouldn't, and I mean, it's not like it's a huge gap, right?
No.
I would take both of them. If you were like, you get one of these two, I'm not gonna be picky.
Yeah, if someone was like, you get one of these two, you don't get to pick which one, I'm not upset.
Yeah, exactly. I have zero qualms with either. I think that both their games, Like I said before, the only issue I have with Giannis's game is I just wish his 3-point shooting would improve.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
It's not pretty.
And it really doesn't affect his production at all.
No.
So, Giannis, you are amazing. I really don't want to run into you in the finals, especially now with Dame. But, I mean, it would be fitting. Giannis versus the Joker.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I think everybody else wants to see it too.
Agreed.
I mean, between 2 MVPs and a championship, he did have Chris Middleton, who was an all-star. He had Drew Holiday, who's an incredible point guard, one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah.
He had a supporting cast, but it wasn't like it was a star-studded cast.
Yeah.
And, I believe, was Bobby Portis with them at the time?
I really do like how much joy he brought to Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when was the last time Milwaukee was relevant? Been a minute.
Yeah, the Brewers aren't bringing it in.
Yeah, like I'm just talking about the basketball, but you're right. Like overall, the city has not had a ton of sporting success. Maybe Marquette College, maybe.
I didn't even know that's where Marquette was. So
yeah, I only learned recently. So funny story. I was in Milwaukee the night they won the Eastern Conference Finals. It was nuts. People were stoked.
I bet.
Yeah, and they deserve to be.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and it was kind of that was the first year they were allowing 100% capacity, right? After COVID.
Yeah. What was that culture like?
I mean, it definitely wasn't like European. I didn't get hit with a coin.
Yeah. But what, like, compared to what it was like when the Nuggets were successful here?
I would say the Nuggets was a little bit more rowdy, from what I saw. But I also think I paid more attention.
Yeah, fair. Fair.
I was downtown. And I wasn't there for that game, but we were getting dinner with a friend's parents, and we walk outside, and people are lighting off fireworks, and
man, that's cool. Good for them.
Bars were packed. It was a good time.
And you love to see someone like Giannis and the type of person that he is.
Yeah.
What he brings, like you said, what he brought to that city.
Yeah.
And what he still brings to them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny because we don't talk about much. He's got 2 other brothers in the league. I wouldn't put those 2 on his level, but gotta have some proud parents right there.
Right.
Yeah. I also want to talk about Vladko Čančar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah. You've been talking about him for a while.
Oh, I love his game. I love what he brings to the Nuggets shooting wise.
Okay.
The dude shot, as most of you probably know, he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So he will be out this season.
Thoughts are with you, buddy.
Yeah. So the reason we bring him up is because he is part of our European episode, and he's our Nuggets European player.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's a stud. Like I said, shot nearly 50%. He was the guy who was supposed to replace Bruce Brown and Jeff Green. I mean, between him,
that was our bench in the finals.
And Chris Brown, like Christian Brown, I just don't see how we drop off much because of how well those 2 shoot.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a blow to our team. Of course, I think we'll be able to bounce back and work through it. But Vlatko's high release, his decision making, his span, the dude was, he's 6'8". So that's something we will miss for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for him to rest up, get healthy. And I believe the last guy we had who came back from a major injury helped us win a championship. So I feel like that is in our favor. And thank you to our Nuggets medical staff for everything you guys are doing for our team.
Absolutely. Big loss.
Mm-hmm.
We're better with him than without him. But that's how the roll of the dice goes sometimes. And, I think we still have a solid base to challenge again. And, yeah, it's unfortunate, but hope he recovers well.
Gives our rookies a chance to really prove themselves.
Yeah.
But speedy recovery and best wishes, buddy.
Yep.
Alrighty. Donnie, got a
You
question
know.
for you.
Okay.
What is European hoops culture like? I'm more familiar with players as far as the culture goes. I haven't watched a whole lot of European hoops in my life.
I am very familiar with European soccer culture, but not necessarily European basketball. But I do know about the European basketball culture. You can look at some really awesome videos. It is incredible. One team I would really like to highlight is Red Star Belgrade out of Serbia, to kind of throw it back to Nikola.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he played there, but this is a big club. I encourage everyone, and we'll throw a video up on our Instagram of what the crowd looks like before the game starts.
It's insane.
It's lit. There are flares. The stadium shakes. It is next level. And I'm not saying at all that American sports should do that, because I think each country has their own thing. Over there, they cross, country lines. They play other teams in other countries. There's like a Euro type league, and a lot of those fans travel. And you don't get a lot of traveling fans in America, but America's also more vast, right? It's a bit more difficult. We don't have a train system like they have.
This is true.
Yeah. But we're going to throw that video up. It's so cool. I've been really excited about this episode since Leo and I started talking about it. And 2 quotes I saw from 2 guys who played in Europe. One is European, one is from Australia, but they both played in some pretty big leagues in Europe. But they kind of talk about their experience playing in the Euro leagues. And Bojan Bogdanovic, he talks about playing in Turkey. And he says, quote, "I played for Fenerbahce, which is in Istanbul. And anytime we played Galatasaray, which is also in Istanbul, it was the biggest game in Turkey. The towns were on fire. When we were on the road for those games, we couldn't take our team buses to the games because everyone knows how it was over there. It would be dangerous for us, or the people would throw stuff at our bus. But I love that atmosphere. I really enjoyed playing in those games in that arena." That was just normal over there. It's not like it is here in the NBA, where if maybe you throw something, you get kicked out. They don't kick people out of games there. And then Joe Ingles talks about playing in Serbia and Turkey. He said they were the craziest. But I remember in Greece one year, in Panathinaikos, someone threw a plastic cup of Coke at us during a timeout, and it landed right on our coach's whiteboard while he was drawing up a play. That's pretty funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. He was mad, but what are you going to do? They don't kick people out for that stuff there. Try and find out who did it. Good luck. One of my teammates, I don't remember if it was a lighter or a thick coin, but one of my teammates one year got his head split open from someone throwing something. But then there's a good kind of crazy. When I was playing in Israel, where I lived, no one was throwing anything. But to have 15,000 people love being such a part of the game, it was wild. I mean, it's just a very different type of culture, and I'm not trying to at all downgrade the American culture. I think it's actually pretty great here. It's just different.
I feel like that's exactly spot on.
It's just different.
And I would like to see that intensity. I do like the fact that if someone's going to be an idiot and throw a coin,
Yeah,
or
you gotta go.
soda, like, you're done.
Yeah.
But the passion, love for the game in those countries, it's something to admire.
Again, I'm going to post some pretty cool videos on Instagram at Show Sum Huss of, college games here. You get student sections, and they get pretty rowdy. They can jump around and stuff. But I got some videos of the entire stadium. Doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 80 years old. You're on your feet and you're jumping up and down, all together, chanting the same chant. It is pretty wild. The culture is different. It's really cool. I'd love to experience it at a basketball game. I think that would be intriguing. But I don't have any issues with the Denver Nuggets atmosphere. I love Ball Arena.
Absolutely. It's a great time. Who is your favorite European player, either currently, all time? Let's go all time. Who's your favorite European player of all time?
Okay. So I think a lot of it comes down to the current man, Joker. I mean, he brought us both so much joy, right?
Absolutely.
And
For the better half of a decade.
yeah, I mean, he brought us something that we've never been able to achieve. The other man, though, that I would like to throw in the mix, but he's more of a honorary mention, is Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh,
yeah.
Dirk.
I think
Absolutely.
it was just kind of like a nostalgic thing growing up, watching him. I mean, he was like kind of one of those guys. It was rare to have a big guy that could shoot like that.
That fadeaway,
Yeah, the 1 foot step fadeaway.
we all tried it.
Yeah,
Only Kobe could do it.
yeah. It's one of the most effective moves.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about how his title might be one of the hardest earned titles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mine. I think I know yours, but I'm going to give you more time to talk about it. Who is your favorite European player?
The waiter, the Croatian sensation.
Yeah.
Tony Kukoc, man. That lefty stroke. Oh, dude. He's just the way he approached the game of basketball was so fun because you could tell he was a thinker. And obviously that shot was just unbelievable. You know, the story of Phil drawing up the last play for Tony instead of Scotty, and Scotty not being happy about it. And then Tony just nailing the shot is just iconic.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for me, everyone loved Mike.
Yeah.
Everyone loved Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loved Dennis. And I was like, I feel like if Tony's not part of the mix, they don't have a second three-peat.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mike has said that before. And if Mike is going to say it, then we're going to have to go ahead and follow along.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of flack from them, right? In the Olympics.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They targeted him.
Yeah.
And he struggled at first, for sure. But I think, obviously, from what he produced in the NBA, he got their respect.
Yeah, big part of that team.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people question that draft pick, but eating their words now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he proved as to why he should have been on that team.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, Leo, so now I want to do this thing where I run through. I've kind of done some research, compiled a list from memory and a little bit of research of really good, I would say, trailblazing, either in the past or current European players in the NBA. Okay?
This is a great list.
All right, so we're going to start with Spain. Okay, now I can mention a guy when you want to cut in. Tell me a memory that you remember of him, big moment, or just want to make a comment on the minute. Just holla.
I will.
All right, here we go. Probably the most famous Spanish player of all time, Pau Gasol.
Absolute stud.
Yeah,
Helped Kobe win a couple titles. Definitely did not, I wouldn't say he filled Shaq's shoes.
yeah, different player.
Literally nobody could.
Literally.
But Pau was a great Robin
Yeah,
to Kobe's Batman.
yeah. And his brother Marc Gasol.
In my opinion, very underrated.
Yeah,
A total stud.
yeah. Shoot the three.
Yeah. When I think of Memphis Grizzlies, I kind of think of him before I think of Ja.
Yeah, same. Ricky Rubio.
I just love to watch him play.
Yeah,
He's so fun.
yeah. He's like a little Energizer Bunny running around.
Yeah. Mario
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah.
Just go take care of business.
Now these last two I have on this list, I personally don't. I know who they are, but I don't think I've watched a ton of them. But Jose Calderon,
I'm apparently not a very good fan because I don't even know who that is.
I bet you've seen his face.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, and Juan Carlos Navarro.
That name sounds familiar, but again, airball for me.
Yeah, I think they had their stints in the NBA, but I don't think they made the same impact as the previous three. All right, with France, Tony Parker.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
They just small balled everybody, and it was run through Tony.
Yeah, yeah, that little drop floater.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just didn't make mistakes.
terrorized the Nuggets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
I just think of that time when he was clowning on COVID, and he was started coughing on stuff, and he thought it was hilarious. And then didn't he get COVID
He literally
within a week or something?
I think he got COVID the next day.
Yeah.
Or at least he had it in that interview. And I think the NBA shut down a few days later. Yeah, it was a little unfortunate timing for the gentleman, but
Good rebounder, and he got paid when he went to Minnesota.
Yeah.
So good for him. Overpaid, but he got paid. So cool.
good big man.
Yeah.
Joakim Noah.
I never really liked his game. And it's funny because he played at Florida for Billy Donovan, who is now the Bulls.
Back-to-back titles.
Yeah. And which is funny because now Billy Donovan is the Bulls coach.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it's funny to see how those things add up. But I didn't ever like his game. I thought he was a loudmouth.
Same.
But a workhorse, and people love him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's like a cult hero type thing.
he really is.
Yeah. Boris Diaw.
Wasn't he really known for his defense?
I just remember him on that Suns team with Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah. Sean Marion.
Yeah. It was, I think he was kind of like the big off the bench, kind of covered for Marion and Stoudemire. And he was good.
Oh, yeah.
He had his moments.
Yeah.
We didn't see a lot of, European players, I think, of his caliber at that time.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I mean, there was obviously some, but...
I love his name, too. I love that name, Boris.
Right? Yeah.
Boris.
James
Bond. Okay. Sorry.
Evan Fournier.
You had on here former Nug, and that's a great call. He's one of those guys where he can go off for 40.
Yeah.
Or he can go off for 4.
Yeah. Very hot and cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great player, though.
Yeah. I would have loved to see him succeed here, but I can't question any of the moves we've made in the last 2 to 5 years because of what happened last year.
We've made a lot of really good choices.
Yeah. All right, so next one is Croatia, and obviously Tony Kukoc is probably the king of Croatia.
I like to think so.
Yeah. Now, do you know much about, is it Drazen Petrovic?
I want to say good shooter, but I don't know much more than that, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's probably not fair to say because if you're in the NBA, you can shoot.
Yeah, and we don't mean any disrespect to these guys.
No, unless your last name is O'Neal, like Jermaine or Shaq. Absolute terrible shooters, but
yeah.
The rest
Ben Wallace.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben was a menace.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to Serbia.
Serbia, you already know.
Yeah. So, Peja Stojakovic.
Oh, man. Peja. Loved watching him shoot.
Yeah. That Kings team was fun to watch.
Oh, my goodness.
Was it Jason Williams?
Yeah.
Mike Bibby?
Chris Webber.
Oh, yeah. Vladdy.
Yeah. That whole squad was really good. And it was when Vladdy was on his way down, but Vladdy a lot of times didn't play down. He was a stud his whole career.
Yeah. I love Vladdy. Who is the next name? Vladdy Divac.
I believe he started with the Lakers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I want to say he started with the Lakers. And then, because I think he played with Magic for a while.
Oh.
I don't know for how long. Maybe we need to check that. But Vladdy was one of those big men that didn't make mistakes.
Yeah.
He's most Europeans just very
reliable,
methodical, and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't shoot, but
no.
Back then, he didn't need to.
No.
Now, the next one, Nikola Jovic.
For the Miami Heat?
Correct.
I haven't watched him play a whole lot. I don't think he plays a whole lot.
No. The only thing I know about him is him and Joker are kind of close. I think Joker kind of mentors him. But
okay.
And a cool fact that makes no sense, but I'm going to add it. He was born in Leicester, England.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But he's actually Serbian.
Real quick, going back to Vladdy, he was a stud for the Lakers from the 90 season to 96. So,
okay. 6 years.
Yeah, but also then a couple years with the Hornets and then a lot of years with the Kings. But then he retired with the Lakers in 05.
Gotcha. I think I remember that. All right, we kind of talked about Jokic, and everyone knows how we feel about Jokic, so the king. Yeah.
Absolute god of basketball.
Yeah. Germany.
Detlef Schrempf.
All I know is he was really tall.
Yeah, good big guy.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't even say that. I don't know if he was a good big guy, but
this was back when they didn't have defensive 3 seconds. I think he was pretty effective back then.
He had a couple 19-7 seasons.
Oh, nice. That is good.
Yeah. Good call on Detlef.
All right.
Dennis Schroeder. Is that how you say it?
I think so. Or Schroeder. I'm not sure, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I will always think of this individual as the guy who fumbled the bag. He was promised $80 million.
Yeah.
And now he's playing for way more than I make. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And he deserves more than he's getting paid right now.
Yeah.
Because he's a really good ball player.
Yeah, he's solid.
But, man, and I believe he had a really good summer against our Olympic team. Didn't Germany win the FIBA Cup? Yeah, Dennis Schroeder carries Germany to first ever World Cup title.
Last one, Big Dirk Nowitzki.
So fun to watch.
Yeah.
Can't believe he hobbled up and down the floor so many times. But also, it's crazy to think you have to be that good of a shooter to be that hobbly.
Yeah, that unathletic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, he's probably more athletic than me. But, you compare him to guys he had to go against like Amari Stoudemire or Chris Bosh.
Yeah, exactly. Held his own.
Yeah, he found ways to be effective. And I think that's Dallas's first and only title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Nikola Vucevic. I love this guy, dude, for the Bulls.
Yeah, he's from Montenegro.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him.
I think he's a solid player. He was an all-star once or twice with the Orlando Magic. I think he's been a decent addition to the Bulls. He's been kind of inconsistent. I'm hoping for a good season for him.
Andrei Kirilenko.
AK-47.
Yeah.
Probably best hair in the NBA for his whole career.
Was it the Kings?
Utah Jazz. He played with one of my favorite players of all time, Darren Williams. Those two played together, and I love that Jazz team.
Yeah.
So fun.
All right. Do you know this Rick Schmitz guy?
Rick Smits?
Rick Smits. Yeah.
Did he play for the Pacers? Let me look this up.
I think he did. I think when I researched him from the Netherlands.
I just know that he had the best mullet I've ever seen. That mullet was out of control. Let's pull up. Oh my gosh, look at this mole.
Dude.
Look at this mole.
All right, so I'm going to describe this because you guys can't see this right now. But we've got a nice fluffy front. Sides are, a little shaggy, but cut to the perfect length. And then in the back, it is just pure party.
A whole family of squirrels could nest in there.
Yeah. I think I see one in there, man.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He looks like he's from Indiana.
Yeah. Yeah. Fits right in. Is it Goran Dragic?
That sounds like the right pronunciation.
Yeah, the Miami guy?
Yeah. I don't know much.
This is not a Game of Thrones character. Yeah. Slovenia.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yeah, not a bad player. He's a decent little guard.
Yeah. I remember I think he got like a big contract from Miami at one point, but I think he just didn't kind of produce what they needed. All right, we're going to talk about three guys here from Lithuania.
And when we butcher these names, please know it's no disrespect. We've been trying to pronounce these names for the past 15 minutes, and
we've listened to YouTube videos trying to see if we can pronounce it the way local announcers pronounce it, and I can't do it.
We're trying.
Arvydas,
is that right? Arvydas?
Sure, Arvydas.
Arvydas Sabonis.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
Okay.
He was a Blazer. Total stud back in the day.
Okay.
And then he is the father of Domantas Sabonis, who is the stud for that Kings team that we think is going to be that sleeper squad.
Yep.
I mean, not really sleeper. They were pretty good this year, too.
Yeah. I just don't think people are giving them a lot of credit or giving them a lot of hope. And I feel like that's really unfair.
No, I mean, yeah.
I feel bad for any team in the playoffs that runs into them and underestimates them.
Yeah, between Keegan Murray, Sabonis, and Fox.
Yeah.
Well coached as well. Danilo Gallinari, he was a fun player to watch for the Nuggets.
He's from Italy.
That was well done.
Yeah.
That was very well done.
Yeah. So, that year I think it was one of the first or second years after Melo left. He tore his knee up.
Yep.
Right before the playoffs.
Yep. That luck.
That I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the moment I thought this franchise is forever just gonna be a punching bag for everybody else.
And I think some good karma came around because
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we already know what happened. Yeah. Kristaps Porzingis.
Ooh, from Latvia. I mean, he's gonna make the Celtics better. I don't think he's gonna be like this incredible.
I don't know, man. Time Lord.
Yeah.
He was a stud.
Yeah.
Not a scorer. Porzingis is a much better scorer. I just think Porzingis is soft.
Yeah. For his size, you're like, come on.
But the dude can shoot.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah. Hedo Turkoglu.
Oh yeah. Fun guy.
Love this dude from Turkey.
I don't know much about Hedo Turkoglu other than he played for the Kings. Yeah.
Yeah, he played the Kings and then he went to Spurs for I think 1 or 2 seasons.
That sounds right.
And then I think he spent a lot of time at Orlando Magic and the Raptors and the Suns.
Okay.
Yeah. Big fan of him. I don't know. I used to enjoy watching him.
Hustle guy.
Yeah, hustle guy. Could shoot a 3.
Clint Capella.
Honestly, don't know much about the guy.
I don't think he's... I think he's still developing. That's what I want to say about him.
Okay.
He's still developing. He is someone we will be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this next guy is, dude.
Oh, Gortat?
Gortat.
The Pole?
Gortato.
I guarantee you know who this guy is.
No.
I'm pulling this guy up for him. He looks like a.
Oh, I know who this guy is.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Who does he play for?
I think he's
Pistons? Clippers?
I think he's retired at this point. Did he play for, was it the Blazers? Magic, Suns,
Oh my guess I don't know him.
and the Wizards, and then the Clippers.
Cool. Good for him.
Yeah, I think he was a part of that Clippers team with Chris Paul.
Okay.
Yeah. And who else did they have? Paul George? No. Blake Griffin.
And DeAndre Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a top 3 from this list.
Oh, this is a good list.
Yeah.
A top 3.
You
Can I
can't-
choose?
You can't put your boy on there. We're going to pretend he's not on that list.
Tony?
Tony. Because he's like the ultimate number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't have Tony.
Yeah. But
But I
because
can
we know
have-
he's number 1. But I'm just saying from.
He's not my number 1 on this list.
Oh, okay.
So can I use him?
Sure.
Okay. That makes it even easier. I just got to pick my third.
Leo plays the podcast politics well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But then we can only use one or none of the top 3 current European NBA players. Giannis, the Joker, and Dončić.
Okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
Let's do it. Give me number 3.
Number 3 is going to be, just because he's fun, and I liked watching him shoot the ball, AK-47, Andre
Hey.
Kirilenko.
I love that pick.
Number 3.
All right. Number 2.
Tony Kukoc,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
the Croatian sensation.
And who is the number 1?
Nikola Jokic.
Boom.
When you were like, you can't use Tony, I was like, all right.
I'll make this easy.
Well, that takes out my second one. Can I use my first one? And I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
All right. You cannot use any of my players.
All right. That's fair.
Give me a top 3, Mr. Donny.
All right. Number 3, we're going to go Pau Gasol.
I was contemplating on making him my number 3.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for your next 2.
Number 2 is going to be Tony Parker.
Oh, wow. Yep. You're building a good 3-on-3 team right now.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's just so tough not to put Dirk on there.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I might have chosen wrong with Andre Kirilenko.
Well, I think it's kind of fun, though, right? Karolinko was so fun to watch.
He was.
And he was kind of like, he was like the only Russian in the NBA.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like weird, but you like the guy.
Yeah. And that's the filthiest nickname of all time.
100%. AK-47.
AK-47.
Yeah. I mean, and his name just rolls off the tongue. Andre Karolinko.
Yeah.
Good choice. I still think I win on 3-on-3.
You didn't, did you take Dirk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I really wanted to take Hito Turkoglu, but
You have Dirk, Pau, and Tony?
yeah.
Well, thank God it's 3-on-3. 'cause
Yeah.
You're not winning any
I
games
was
in
about to say,
5-on-5.
yeah.
Says the guy who picked Tony Kukoc and Nikola Jokic. I'm not going to win any long ball games either. Alrighty, everyone. We have another segment here of blind picks. Mr. Donny right here is going to put in order. He is going to select players by their value blindly, meaning I'm going to give him one player at a time, and he's going to determine these players' value 1 through 5, 1 being the most valuable, 5 being the least.
Yep.
Donnie, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here's your first name. All European studs. Maybe not the best European players of all time. Maybe they are, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
Pau Gasol.
Oh. Okay. All right. I'm going to 3.
Wow, that's a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing this one safe.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Giannis.
2. I know I get it. Everyone's probably like, Pau Gasol won more titles. Pau Gasol had Kobe. Giannis brought some crazy joy to Milwaukee. For that, you get the 2 spot. The Greek Freak.
I love it. Okay. Luka.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is getting tough.
The stud from Dallas.
Oh, man. I'm putting him at 5.
At 5?
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not good.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
He's not done yet.
Yeah.
He's not done. He hasn't won anything yet.
You know what my favorite thing about you putting him at 5 is?
Huh.
You're going to hate yourself for it.
I bet I will.
Okay, let's review. You have Luka at 5.
Correct. 4 is open.
You have Pau at 3.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Giannis at 2.
Yep. And number 1 is reserved for a certain Sombor Shuffle Serbian man.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is difficult because I'm worried that Joker's not on this list. I'm concerned. I'm highly concerned. And
Dirk, the stud from Dallas, led them to a finals. They beat prime LeBron and Wade.
Yeah. Dang. I'm going to gamble here. Okay. I'm going to roll that dice. I'm going to put him at number 1.
You're going to put him at 1, huh?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous looking at him. If I have to put Jokic at 4, if I have to, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Do you want to move?
No, he's going at number 1.
Okay.
Because I feel like you took the Sombor Shuffle away from me.
You didn't make a terrible choice.
Okay, that's good. I know.
Ricky Rubio.
Okay, all right. Who probably should be 5.
Yeah, let's be honest. As soon as you put Luka at 5, I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah. As far as, the difficulty of this list has gone, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
At least I didn't put him as 2 or even 1.
I was hoping you were going to put good old Dirk at number 4 and therefore have to put Ricky at number 1.
Yeah.
No slight to Ricky Rubio.
No, he was a very valuable guy to a lot of teams.
Incredible point guard.
Yeah. Was he Luka? I mean, no, Luka's probably already surpassed what Ricky Rubio ever was.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on this list has. But still a solid player.
Yeah.
In his prime, I'd take him.
Yeah. What'd you think of the list?
I'm happy with it. I'll take it. I think.
Would you revise anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm switching Luka and Ricky. Rubio.
Anything else though?
No.
Okay.
I think Dirk
over Giannis.
Yeah, I do. Dirk did it for a very long time, and again, Giannis isn't done yet. I know he's giving me the death stare. We got a big Giannis fan, and I get it. I'm a Giannis fan too. The guy's amazing. He does things that I'm like that shouldn't physically be possible. Like, you are breaking the laws of physics. But Dirk Nowitzki didn't. I mean, he went against prime LeBron and stole a title,
and is one of the greatest shooters in the league.
Yeah,
of all time.
And you can almost say he changed the game.
Yeah, for the big man
to be able to shoot like that.
Yeah, I mean, we have one in Denver now.
Yeah, and to throw it out to like guys like Vlade Divac. I mean, great center in his time, good Euro guy.
Yeah,
but nowadays that guy could not exist in today's NBA.
Played for the
Dirk
Kings.
Could.
Yeah. Oh.
Prime Dirk could exist in today's NBA.
Absolutely. I mean, anyone that's a shooter.
Yeah, you have to be able to shoot the ball. You have to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
And we see that in Jokic.
But to put him over Giannis.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Who plays defense.
Yeah.
Dirk was kind of cemented.
When Giannis retires, you can ask me this again.
Okay.
All right,
fair.
Okay.
Because they have the same amount of championships.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Fair. Okay. Hey, man. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know.
Dirk or the Greek Freak?
Yeah.
The big German or the Greek Freak?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Donny, you know what it's time for. Would you rather?
I'm nervous.
You should be.
Okay.
Would you rather get punched in the face by one of Nikola Jokic's older, bigger, stronger brothers, or Donny, I want to hear yours first for me before I deliver this one to you.
Okay.
What do you have?
Would you rather get punched in the face? Sorry, I'm gonna up the ante a little bit here.
Okay.
You have to get punched in the face by each of the Nikola Jokic brothers, back to back.
Okay.
Okay.
One after another.
Yeah, and if you fall on the ground, you have to take it. He's got it. The other one gets there and just gives you a good socket on the ground.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I can just already tell you that's happening. Like, I'm going to end up on the ground.
Okay. Or the Nuggets never draft Nikola Jokic.
Put me 6 feet under.
Okay.
I don't care. Yeah. Pound me into the ground so hard that I am part of the earth. Make me worm food. I do not care. Oh my goodness. 100%. Take the
Okay.
punch to the face. There's no question. I'll take reconstructive surgery. We'll do a GoFundMe.
From me and all other Nuggets fans, we thank you for that.
100%.
Thank you.
I'm just here to help out the ball club.
Yeah. All right. You got one for me?
I do.
Oh, man.
Okay. You mentioned earlier a quote from, I forget which player, but
Okay.
you mentioned a quote how these players that played in Europe went through some incredible things and some crazy, scary situations.
Wild atmospheres.
Wild atmospheres. Would you rather get punched in the face by one of Nikola Jokic's older brothers, or would you rather have someone throw a quarter in the back of your head while you're in the middle of a timeout? It's the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left to win the EuroLeague championship, but your head splits open.
Oh,
so you cannot go out after that timeout, and your team ends up losing.
Dang. That one's kind of hard.
When you said that someone threw like a coin thing earlier, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That, because
I know they're pretty popular. They heat them up with a lighter first, and then they throw them.
you're lying.
Not lying.
That's not true.
That's true.
Please, someone fact check that.
Go for it. I'm going to take the punch.
Okay, let's take the EuroLeague championship out of it then. It's just another game. But you have a chance to win, and you end up losing.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
But for like a title, you know.
And that is why you...
And maybe even for the title, I would do that instead because, I mean, we joke about these punches, but I feel like every time we talk about it, I'm just reminded how big these gentlemen are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're bigger than the Joker.
Well, I would like to think for mine that they would not punch me as hard as they possibly can because I am making it possible for Nikola to get drafted. So I'm trying to like reason in my brain that the beating that I'm taking is not as bad.
You took one for
the
team.
Yeah. A lot for the team. Okay.
And we would also like to clarify, we don't feel that the Joker brothers are violent individuals at all. This is all hypothetical.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But if I was in a street fight and they were on my side, I would run my mouth.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit more confident than if they weren't, you know?
Well, yeah, way more confident than I should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to say, regardless of Euro Cup title, championship, or just a regular game, I'll do that. I'll take a quarter to the back of the skull. Frankly, it's kind of, you know, if they lose because I left the game, it's, you know.
Well, and if you take the punch, there's a chance you're never playing again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that wrong. If you take the punch, you're never playing again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, you know, things happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, go Nuggets.
Yeah, go Nuggets. All right, Leo, should we get out of here?
Let's do it, man.
All right. Let's recap what we talked about today.
All right.
GLOBE-isode Part 1. You know, we started this off with, I wanted to know about the jersey you're wearing. Donny Kukoc, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, we talked a little about Luka Dončić.
I think if it's not going to be Shea, it's going to be Luka this year with the MVP.
Yeah.
One of those two.
We talked about European basketball fan culture and the wild, crazy things. Again, I'm going to throw some things up on Instagram, some crazy videos. You guys check it out. Don't be throwing heated coins.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Vladko Chanchar.
Man.
Get well soon, buddy.
We're going to miss him.
Yeah. Talked about our favorite players. Donny Kukoc. Jokic for me, but I want to, throw in Dirk as well. I know that's a cop-out, but...
Imagine that 3-on-3 team.
Oh, jeez. Not fair.
Let's just shoot threes all day.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great.
And if someone wants to make a wild cut, Jokic will find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then we kind of ran through, some guys from Spain, France, Croatia, Serbia, Germany, Montenegro, Lithuania, Switzerland, Poland.
We're all over Europe, man.
Yeah, we really covered some good ground and some good history with the NBA players. Blind rankings. I did terribly. And we want everyone to stay tuned for part 2 coming later this week. We're going to cover even more. It's going to be real fun. And then week after that, we're going to drop a pre-banner night episode before the season gets kicked off.
That banner will rise.
Yeah, Leo's going to be there, guys.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're going to get some live footage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll do a live podcast from home, and he'll FaceTime me in.
I'm going to have April do the footage part because, I'll find a way to screw it up.
Yeah. She's got some pretty good skills with that that camera phone.
Yeah.
All right, can you...
Did you just call it a camera phone?
Yeah, I called it a camera phone.
I love that.
Yeah, iPhone. What are the kids calling it nowadays? I don't have much Riz.
You're the Wizard of Oz. One of my kids said that the other day.
Oh my god.
No, they said you're not the Wizard of Oz. That's what they said. My bad.
I disagree with them.
Me too.
All right, Leo, let's get out of here.
Alrighty.
Remind the folks, family, and the team of something.
Everyone, thanks for checking in today, and please never forget to show some Huss.
Peace.
Me and you are vibing, how does it? There ain't no problem there.